Right, ready!
On Thursday, July 7th, the cadets of the 5th Regiment of CIET learned the importance of communication on the battlefield.
This contact, they're going to drop, they're going to get online, and they're going to yell out the 3Ds. What are the 3Ds?
The Army likes to preach that communication is key. You know, that's the kind of key for any leader. You need to be able to communicate. So it makes sense that communications, military communications, is something you'd want to teach early. So that way it's kind of like creates a foundation for our cadets. So that way they can kind of use this information throughout the rest of their career or their ROTC program, or when they become officers too.
Let's say the PM, something got hit.
The officers used a new method at the site where they had some of the cadets teach their own during a critical thinking class.
We're actually using our subordinates to teach the classes for us because I realize that you learn best when you have to teach the material, because when you have to learn it yourself, then you have to teach it. That's how you learn it the best.
Be selfless to just encourage and just try to help them get through it. How many people did that today? Tried to help their buddy get across something that they probably weren't going to get across otherwise.
I thought my lesson went really well. I did a lesson on military problem solving. I think it'll be very helpful that now the class that I taught showed everybody in my platoon that they can execute and they can solve problems and what they need to do and how they need to get there in order to have a final solution and be successful. And now they're just going to find a way to communicate that later on.
After sitting through the classes, some cadets were tasked to implement what they had learned and use it in a short drill.
Just going to go walk through a little bit. Pretty much, they was in a squad, fire team wedge. Everybody was patrolling, just walking down in the field or the woods. And the alpha team leader, which is the point man, he ended up seeing enemies. So when he said enemies, he yelled out the 3Ds, which is distance, direction, description.
Enemy, 100 meters! See enemy! See, Flickr!
And so he got down on line, and when he gets down on line, his whole team gets down on line with him in a straight line.
Bang, 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 bang.
The squad leader decided to assault through. So they got up, they picked up their weapons, and they assaulted through and killed the enemy.
LOA, LOA!
LOA! Stop walking at LOA.
Communication is very key to the fact that because when it's real and it's live, you want to make sure that it's hardly any talking and all hand movements, so you really have to pay attention to detail. And you have to know your soldiers and know what they're going to do and when they're going to do it.
Reporting from Fort Knox, Kentucky for the Public Affairs Office, my name is Altaf Nanavati.
Everybody tracking?